Alright, one thing that I forgot to test is... Come on, be consistent. Don't go down in quality once I start actually streaming. That's messed up. Okay. So, one thing I did not test was my keyboard. I got a new one. I don't know how loud that is. Let's check. Oh god. That's someone else's stream. I don't want to see that. Can I see my stream? Well, that's annoying. Okay, let me leave. Whoopsie. Oh my god, I don't want to watch other people's streams. This is annoying. Stream manager. Okay, so what does this sound like when I start typing? Okay, that's not the worst thing. Alright, so that's okay quality. I can finally start streaming. So, as the name of the title implies, we're getting into Balatro Modding. What happened to my Revelations mod for Persona 5? Shut up, I'll get to it. I don't like the game anymore, and it's just a lot of work in a language that I'm not familiar with, and also, scanning. I'll definitely get around to it, but I really want to play Balatro, and most of the code is already set up for me. I just need to connect the dots, and I don't know how long that's going to take me, but we'll figure that out together. And to make sure that I don't dox myself or anything, I made this screen so I don't accidentally share any personal information, because also the developer said that he does not want the source code to be publicized, even though it's very, very easy to do so. So, fair. So, you're probably just going to see more previews rather than coding, but I'll definitely talk about my process on the way through. Alright, so, the idea for the mod. Balatro... That's not how you spell it. Balatro... how do I describe this? So, I'm trying to get the achievement in which you beat a run within less than 12 rounds, or 12 or less. I don't remember. Anyway, there is a specific Joker that people prefer to get. Let me look it up. Balatro Jokers. I'll find it. Actually, I can just Control F skip. This one, throwback. So this is the one I want, and I really want to get this preferably on my first blind, first ante, small blind first ante, so it can, be good. Um, and the best way to do that is with a seed, or knowing what the seed is, and then looking up some sort of seed viewer to tell you what the RNG is, which does exist kind of, but not in like the same way, or like all in one mod. I forgot, since I'm in streamer mode, I can't find anything. Let's just scroll up through today's messages. Goddamn, people talk a lot in the server. Makes sense. This was rather early in the morning. Well, relatively, it was like 10 o'clock. Okay. Alright, this is not today, is it? I thought I saw it. Actually, I have a better idea. We disabled streamer mode. We put myself into do not disturb. Do not disturb. And then search for my message by my username, which at this point is public knowledge, but I don't care. And then scroll down a little bit. It was not this far. Was I pinged? I don't think I was pinged. Here it is. This website. So let's say I put a seed in. I don't know how the seed thing works. Let's try A, B, C, D, E. And then hit analyze. Then it tells me what the voucher is, what the boss is going to be, tags, ante, and then if I decided to reroll, let's say rerolled 15 times, or rather the first 15 cards, I can go to I think 100, but analyze, yeah. First time, let's say I reroll 100 times. There we go. Gives me amount of cards. I can also use what I did unlock. So, point is, I put the seed in, and there is a mod that always shows you the seed, so you can just copy that, put it in here, press analyze, and if you see the Joker, which I forgot the name of it already, throwback, put that in here, spell it correctly first, and it shows you, it would show up in Ante 4 if you rerolled like 7 times. Ooh, and a brainstorm is cool. But obviously that's a lot to do by hand, and it's very annoying. So instead of like me looking up this website, which is very useful, the source code is public for this. And if I use said source code, or find said source code rather, github.com/this, put this here, put this over here. What is it called? The soul. I'm surprised I didn't put the activity here. Anyway, yeah, I could just look at this source code and then basically use it to put in the game. It's really what this is. I would definitely be crediting the users here, the contributors. I don't see a license, so I'm not making money off this. I really don't give a fuck about that. But I presume that it's for use, considering the fact that it's public, but whatever. So, there's some things I need to do first. First thing I want to do is just get text on the screen. So, there is a way to... One second. Steam... Actually, Balatro... How to mod. I should probably do that first, because I realize I do not have Balatro modded on this PC. Okay. I think I'm just gonna keep this all secret because, like, I don't want to accidentally show some stuff, even though I really don't have that much to show. But I don't want to risk it. If you want to mod the game or learn how to mod the game, whether you want to install mods or create mods, here is the chat or the link I'm using. Alright, install Lovely. Download here. It's not the most difficult thing in the world. Though I think Stardew modding was easier. Then again, it may just be a setup that I'm not familiar with. And I gotta open up the game. Or the files to said game. Where's the... right there. Manage. Browse local files. Put the DLL in there. So then we gotta go here to go to the mods. Create the mods folder. And then Lovely is done. Now I gotta... I want to play with mods. Yes, go to the Windows one. Navigate to the games directory. Manage browse local files on Windows security. Manage settings. I don't think the security ever does anything good. Okay, virus and protection set, manage settings, yes. Disable real-time protection, yes, do that. Okay. Scroll down to add or remove. Add a folder exclusion, and then paste the address bar in step 1. Which one did I do in step 1? Navigate to, the game files, okay. Okay, so not that one. Balatro, put that there, Control V, enter, paste, select folder. Okay, install Lovely, we already did that. Download latest Steam modded release. Not the source code. Oh, it is the source code. Oops. Okay. Extract it. Put it in Balatro. Create a mods folder. Inside it should be that as mods. Okay. So much opening of files. Right. Put that over here. Open that. That should have everything. Yep, it does. Create that. And then now you can install mods. Alright, so let me install a mod. Oh, shoot. Let's install the always on seed. I'm not logged in. I am a human, thank you very much. Two-factor. It fears that other people in my house have come home, so the internet may, or my connection may be shit in a few minutes. Unfortunate. Okay, so that's installed, so let's run the game. And if I go to settings or options, yep, there's a seat. So we have successfully installed the mod. Great. Now, now we have to make our mod. So I would like to make. There's another mod I was seeing called what is it called? calculate. No, someone also sent me a link to it. Alright, so let's just install that. Whoopsie. Alright, so let's see. Well, that's not good. Alright, what did I do wrong? Oh, wait, no, this is the one that doesn't work, I remember. Wait, didn't I say that? Okay, so this was it. Yep, this is the same value. Alright, let me put a debug but actually give more information. Alright, so let me find my specs. And now I'll edit this to include my whatchamacallit, my laptop later. I'm just not gonna do that now. But in the meantime, okay, I don't need to do the calculations or like really show this off. The only thing I really want to show is that there's a button on this module, or excuse me, on this mod, not the JSON. Where you can Control F calculate. Yeah, this text right here is just a thing that just says calculating. And there's like a text that's like right under the molt in the score counter. So I just want to get text there because that's where I am planning to put the text. So where's my project plan? Let's actually put that back. Let's figure out what we want to do first before we start doing it. All right, so Balatro. All right, first, check to see if the first line in the ante with what's the name of the Joker? I keep forgetting the name of the Joker. That's annoying. Throwback. Alright, so that's the main thing I want to do. So we can break that up. Number one, get text on the screen below the molt for the counter, below the score. Number two, get the seed for the current run. Step 3, display the seed. Step 4, check what unlocks the user has at the start of the run. Started and when it's continued. Just want to make that distinction because I don't want it to stop. Preferably, for now, like, it's not going to matter if it's like continue because like I want it to be the first ante, but I'm planning to parameterize this later. So it's better to just get that done now rather than refactoring. Okay, so step 5. So, and this is just to make sure that the person can actually get the Joker in the run. And all right, let's do another thing. Step 6. Or step 5. Check to see which deck the user is using for this run. I'm actually just going to say display this information. Display. We're probably just going to have multiple texts before. Check to see which deck the user is using for this run. Give some sort of GUI. Check to see if the throwback Alright, so that's step 1, and then the stretch goal would be to make a GUI that tells what the user has unlocked, and we'll break that up between jokers, vouchers, and tags. I don't think the last two matter in this context, but again, parameterization. And who knows, maybe it does have something on the thingy. 3 or 2, make sure. Alright, actually I'm just gonna say display info, just to make sure it works. And then I want to connect GUI to mod to get information. Actually, I don't need this. I'm messing up. I want this to make a GUI that tells what the user wants in the round. So there's a few things that happen. First, you need to see, which they don't need, what's the max ante, the amount of, I don't need the highest ante to look. Pretty self-explanatory, but you know, some people not it. Cards per ante, if the user, how many cards to re-roll to look in the future of re-rolls to the deck, which we don't need, the stake, which we don't need, the version, which we don't need, and then we're going to display that, and then we're going to display that, and then 3, connect GUI to main mod, and then 3, oh, 4, parameterize if the user wants to get a joker, voucher, or tag, and then give drop down of which item to get, only 1. Step 3, make Um, make it so the user can choose multiple jokers, vouchers, or tags. Right now we're just going to constrain it to user can only get one, can only make one of these, can only choose one category. To connect to GUI, to figure out how to display thingy info, how to display multiple info. All right, and then step 4 would be all right, so this is my project plan, quote unquote. Not as detailed as I usually do, but honestly, I don't think there really much detail needs to be added, especially since it's modding. So let's start with step 1. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Probably gonna take me a few days. So okay. So this is what I want to start with. So let's get some text on the screen. So luckily there's some wikis, and since this would fall under sorry, I just want to turn on music a little bit so I can think better. This would fall under UI, so I swear to God they saw UI somewhere. HPI documentation. Excuse me. UI structure, here it is. So we will want something pretty much like this. I read this before, so this is basically a column. And then in the column we have some text that says hello world, and this is basically Tailwind CSS kind of thing. CSS Flexbox, fantastic. So my first thing I would need to do is just literally get this working and then put it in the right below the score. So let's first make a repository. Yeah, I type my repositories. I don't know what to name this. We can name it Balatro. We're gonna call it Joker Finder for now. Create repository. And then we're going to put it in desktop. And then we're going to open it in Visual Studio Code. And what we're going to do is move all of this over here. So then we're just gonna add the README or project plan. Fix the spelling mistakes. Okay. You don't want to use Copilot. Thank you very much. So let me find the your first mod. There should be a example mods. Have I ever done Lulip before? Nope. This is gonna be fun. So where is the nothing mod? Copy this. I'm just gonna call it main Lulu. I don't know what to call these things. Okay. Scene mod header, mod. We're just gonna call it Joker Finder. Joker Finder. We're probably gonna just say whip. We're just gonna name this Hawker. That's how you spell my name. This mod allows, for now, actually, wait, actually, I want to change this a little bit. So if there is small blind 1, so we go to the shop twice, so after the first or big blind. Okay, so now we have that set up, so let's push that. So I don't remember what this mod looks like. There is a button called calculate. If I can find that button. Here we go. Oh god. Okay. I don't know what this pre stuff means. Let me look at, maybe it's an event handler thing. Where's the event handler? Event manager. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, there's a logging thing. Alright, so is there a way to build this? Let's read together, because reading is fun. Sorry, the event manager or event system, you can use dispatch. So GE manager add event and then the event which does nothing. Let's cover some properties to pass in. Trigger something immediate, runs as soon as possible. After, we'll set a mine condition while not finished until condition is met. For most cases, you probably just want to use immediate. Check the functions. Ease, use interpolate values, useful for incrementing movement. Okay. Before run immediately, but if it doesn't complete before a set amount of time, it will be cancelled. Also see delay. Blocking, whether or not this event may block other events, defaults to true. Whether or not this event may be blocked by other events, default is true. Function. Can I get an example, please? Okay, thank you. Great. Dumped. Practical below hello world as soon as the event's processed. Make sure to remember to return true at the end function, otherwise it will be called again next frame. Okay. So immediate to default. Yes, okay. It's to work after events. For example, if you want to run function event, then you could do this. Okay, so let's try this. So this should have happened immediately. And I did say return true, correct? Yes, so it should be there automatically. How do I see the logging again? Where? Mods, lovely, log. What time is it? 4, so it's this one. Date modified, please. So I can please get the right one. Okay, that's the exact same thing. Okay, so yeah, it does look like it. So what happens if I Conjoker Rod is money? Okay, let's try something else. Because this is a new language, so I don't know what is and isn't working. So we can open this back up. No, not that. Let's start a new run. Let's see if that fixes anything. Oh, it crashed. Oh, right, because I forgot to get rid of that thing. Whoopsie. All right, Alt F4. Let's get rid of that. Let's try again. Okay, and then let's go to Lovely. Look at the logs, most recent one. What is it called? Also, can I please open this in something that is not Notepad, please? Let's do Visual Studio. Thank you. So I don't see anything related to my code. So what we're going to do is figure out why this isn't working. What happens if I just do this? No, I spelled main wrong. That's funny. Okay, so I can't print. Wait, what do I need to do? If you have Python installed, you can run it on... Okay, hang on a second. Alt F4, what we're gonna do is do that, and then Control Z. No, we're gonna keep that. What we're going to do is send a mug message. We're just gonna do that. Whoopsie. Send a debug message. And then it wants me to run this Python file. Which I can find in... Okay. Run that Python file. This way, to get logs, you need to launch the console. Okay, now run the game. Now I should see the logs, right? What happens if I do this? C mod it a little bit to put this here. Okay. Oh. Here we go. Mod name Lua is missing required header component mod. Hello? Where? So presumably this is the issue. So close the game. Anywhere in the console, however, comma. Yay. It took us... It took me... How long did it take me to do this? It's a Steam thing, get out my way. 1 hour. It took me 1 hour to get the logging working. That is fantastic progress. Oh, this is gonna be the end of my existence. Okay. Let me try something. Why is it default logger? Where'd the logging go? Okay, this mod does not send any messages. That's unfortunate. So let's try this. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't even change the thing. Okay. Okay, so... Next thing, get text on screen below score. So I'm looking at this mod, and what it seems to do is append for preview to the HUD. So it has a function called Create UI box with local content, original HUD. What the hell is original HUD? Okay, that just seems to be a function. This one verifies. Is this anywhere else? Nope, it's just in these two places. Okay. Is there an interface? I mean, there's a UI, but there's just an interface. Alright, how to build a UI. Let's read this. This might be something good to start with. Most important thing is to understand the parent-child between nodes. A parent/parent row column node will arrange all of its direct children in row columns. Okay. 0, because that's the parent. This entire thing is 0. Column. This is... Oh, the entire thing is a column. Row, and 2, 1, 2, 3. Align, column right, column middle, column left. Okay. The whole contents is 1, 2, and 3, and element 0. Contents of 1, 2, and 3 will go inside their respective small boxes. I guess this. The content of element 1, 2, 3, the contents of 1 and 3 will be right and left aligned due to configuration. Okay. Okay. Column middle is a row. The entire thing's a row. And this is 1. This is 2. What the fuck did 2 go? Oh, I see. These are unaligned, not the way I expected them to be. Horizontally, vertically. That's fucked. Okay, I kind of get it, but I don't like that. Vertically, yeah. Horizontally, okay, that's fine. Biggest tip is make a UI always alternate rows and nodes and column nodes for each UI level. That way the UI is drawn similar to Flexbox, stretches each UI element to either row or direction. Blah, blah, blah. And then it's interlined, it stretches UI. It's fantastic. Alright. Actually, is there a... whatchamacallit? Original HUD. Nope, okay, I don't know where the hell they're getting that function from. So let me just keep reading. A UI box can be a useful tool if you need to create interactive UIs because a UI box can be updated by deleting it and creating a new UI box with updated values. This is how Balatro's menus are updated. Simple UI box created. My menu function, config, blah blah blah. A UI must be placed in an object node. Okay. Yeah. My menu node. The vital part of creating a UI box is providing a definition function. This function must simply return a root node. Okay. Although it most likely contains at least a few child nodes. that holds some content. Okay, so it needs to have a root. Oh, the definition is here. Okay. So if I was creating that, this would be the definition, and that's just basically like the constructor. Okay, got it, got it, got it. Okay. So rows to do things horizontally. So this is the first one, and inside that would be a column, and then some text, and then we're on menu 1, menu 2, etc., etc. Huh. Let's get the menu for working first before I start the interaction, because honestly, not much interaction. I don't think any interaction will be needed. So let me get my whiteboard. It's right here. Fantastic. And do I have a marker? Yes, I do. Okay, so I really just want this below the score. I don't remember how the think game works, so we're just gonna look something up real quick. Images. Alright. So the UI has on the left Alright, the UI on the left looks like... Whoops. Okay, so we have round score. Which is just the number of chips. And then hand type. And then the mult chip times mult. And then this is where I want to have some text. We'll just name it Hello World. That's what I want it to look like. There's a lot more going on, but that's generally what I want. What's this? Oh, that's exactly what I want. Oh yeah, this shit doesn't work. I think I tried this and it just doesn't work. Anyway. The interface should be what I want. Okay. What the heck is DV? Um. Hmm. Get score node. What is that? Oh, it's just another node. Okay. What does this mean? Alright, let's make the UI how we want it. So all we need is a text. Well, we need a root. Okay, so we'll just say function get Joker availability. Which is going to be get Joker availability. All I want is a text. So wouldn't it just be this? Fuck! Get if the item... Check to see if the parameterized item... Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna wrap this in a column. And make sure that I get the last whatchamacallit there. And then put this, and then... get rid of this. Fix the tabbing. And then that should be it. So where do I call this? Get score node. Where do you call this? Oh god. That would be this, I guess. Joker found wrap nodes. I don't know. I don't know what these things mean. Are these events? I don't see anything like that. I'm gonna get this to work, but I'm going to then ask for help in the channel because this is all going over my head. Partly because I don't know Lua, even though I looked at a tutorial beforehand, but also just because I don't understand what these things mean. I actually don't even know where this stuff is being called. And then where is create UI box called? Okay, where is original HUD called? I'm so confused. I mean, I'll run it. I don't think this is gonna work because I generally don't know how this is supposed to connect. This is interesting. That's not what I wanted. I want to look at the other one. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, of course it won't do anything because I didn't tell it to run that. I'm just a little confused on what I'm supposed to be doing here. What do I do? Alright, let's just see if that fixes anything. Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll just see. So mod is running. Let's just do a new run. Nothing. Okay. So let's do some stuff. I'm sorry for the flashing stuff. I'm just gonna stand here for about 10 minutes. If I don't get a response, I'll end the stream here. Alright, time to reset the timer because I forgot to push my changes. I already know this code is going to be debating my existence. Is this all in a function? No, this is just a bunch of functions. Alright, here's the thing. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna be back in probably an hour. I'll probably just bump this. I don't know if I'll continue streaming, but hopefully, actually, maybe 9 o'clock. We'll see. Either way, I'm done for today. Not that there's anything else I could do.